Family of God, it's April 15th, and you know what we need to do, some of us. But allow me to encourage you from a Christian standpoint, the Christian's duty to the state on what God has prepared for us to do. It says, let everyone submit to the governing authorities, since there is no authorities except from God. There's no authority except from God. And the authorities that exist are instituted by God. He already gave a command. So then the one who resists the authority is opposing God's command. And those who oppose it will bring judgment on themselves. For rulers are not a terror to good conduct, but to bad. You know, the police, if you do wrong and you resist arrest in the wrong way, they're doing their job. Not just the police, but the judges. God already placed them here for a reason. It says, do what is good and you will have its approval. For it is God's servant for your good. He made them servants too, some of them. But if you do wrong, be afraid, because it does not carry the sword for no reason. They don't bear the sword in vain. For it is God's servant, an avenger that brings wrath on those or on the one who does wrong. Therefore, you must submit not only because of wrath, but also because of your conscience. We got to think before we do things out here, especially in our actions, because our actions can create these consequences behind those things that we do, especially if we're not thinking right. It says, and for this reason, you pay taxes. It said here in verse 6. And for this reason, you pay taxes, since the authorities are God's servants, continually attending to these tasks. They have tasks that God gave them to do also. So they have to obey God too. Pay your obligation to everyone. Taxes to those you owe taxes, tolls to those you owe tolls, respect to those you owe respect, and honor to those you owe honor to. People of God, verse 8, and I want to just elaborate a little bit. It says, do not owe anyone anything except to love one another, for the one who loves another has fulfilled the law. Obey the law. Be blessed.